Hello everybody, I'm Pare and this is Wholesome Baking Time. So welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making 3 kinds of dessert cups and we are starting off with the Malva and Custard cup. I'm first pouring in the Malva pudding within my cup. Next, I am pouring in the custard on top of the Malva pudding. Next, once again the Malva pudding, then the custard. So it's like a sequence. Here's a close-up, very delicious and very beautiful as well. Next, we are now going to the second cup, which is the jelly and custard. I chose 2 flavors for this. I chose pineapple and raspberry. I'm first pouring in the pineapple powder within my bowl. Next, I'm pouring in the raspberry powder within the bowl. So now I'm going to start pouring in the water, and I use 2 kinds. I use hot water as well as cold water. Firstly, I'm pouring in the hot water first. So I'm just pouring that in and stirring as well so that the sugar of the jelly can dissolve. Next, I'm pouring in now the cold water within the bowl and just stirring. Just pouring more water so that the sugar would dissolve. And I did the same thing now to the pineapple flavor, pouring in the hot water first, then the cold water. And just stirring every single time. Here is a close-up of my jelly before it has set, and I'm just closing it, and it's going to be placed in the freezer. Here is my jelly once it has set, and it was such an exciting part just to get your spoon through the jelly once it has set, and it was so much fun. I just like putting my spoon there, and yes, now I'm pouring it within the cup. Next, I'm now pouring in the custard over the raspberry jelly. Then I'm pouring now the pineapple over the custard. So once again, it's like a sequence. You just play around. Here you go. Here's the final look of the jelly and custard. Very delicious and beautiful as well. Now we are going to the final cup, which is the Sago cup. I'm firstly now pouring in my milk within the pot. And I'm allowing it to heat up for about like 5 minutes. Next, I'm placing in my cinnamon stick and allowing for that to also boil together with the milk for 5 minutes. After it has boiled, I took out my cinnamon stick. And now I'm going to pour in the sago within the mixture. Just pouring, and now just stirring. It's very important that you constantly keep an eye on the sago to prevent it from burning or clotting up. And you just have to stir. And by the way, I added my salt over there, and I just kept on stirring the sago. And I added more milk. And just continue to stir it. The more you stir and the more you cook it, it thickens and it will become transparent as well. Here's how it looks like when it's transparent and it's cooked. Just stirring, just stirring. Beautiful sago. My sago is now ready. Here's how it looks like. Very beautiful and healthy sago. By the way, it's also gluten-free and it's very healthy. Now I'm going to pour it within the cup. So these are very simple and easy dessert cups which can be easily done from home. Here's a close-up of my sago. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.